as a guy who does a lot of stuff myself,
Yeah.
and again has heard the horror stories, those guys put me at ease. They said the right things. They had the right level of enthusiasm. They had
But realism
the right
too.
level of knowledge. They had I mean, it was like, okay, we're in good hands.
How did you hear about it? What was the first time?
I kind of want to think I Googled you.
Okay, awesome.
I mean, I think I was just going through, and I mean, we probably got 6 bids.
Okay.
I mean, it was a big job.
Yeah,
absolutely. And I know they say 3 bids minimum, but we got 6. They were all very earnest and wanted our business. At this level, I think you have to have the polo shirt on, or and be professional, and be business-like.
Yeah.
You also have to gauge what the customer is looking for too. You know, for us, we were looking for a multifaceted project. We were looking for a lot of communication. That was really important to us. As you know, there was going to be a lot of communication with me, primarily on the project, because he was traveling a lot. So I was going to be the project manager from our side of the project. And so whoever was going to be working the project was going to have to be comfortable with that. And that was really important to me. Not all contractors were going to be comfortable with that. A lot of people just want hands off. You tell us what you want and you walk away and we just do it, and we never want to see. It is a big job, and so I think you have to be comfortable, and I think that actually helped keep it flowing. It helped when there were, in this case, there were oftentimes when there was overlap between work crews. You know, the roofing crew was finishing up when the siding crew showed up. And started their tear down, and that worked out just fine. The siding crew was still working when the stonemasons showed up, and that was able to work just fine. They worked in one area and they were still working in another. And you know, that happened at various stages during the project, but everybody could keep moving.
2 things that I would like to add. One of the things that I really appreciated was, again, big project, very complicated. A bid is you only can see so much, right? When you put a bid together. And then we started talking about how we wanted these pillars and how we wanted everything to join up. And it looks very simple, but when you start looking at it from a carpenter's point of view and the angles involved and how to box in I think there's a 4x12 underneath that, it became extremely complicated. But the bid was there for it, and clearly I could see Angel was like, we are way over on material and time. And Caleb and Mike were like, that's what we bid, we're going to do it for that.
Yeah, sure.
That's huge. And I know that can maybe pinch a little bit on your end, but when you're talking a big project, that makes a huge difference. And there was a couple, I can't think of what they were off the top of my head, but there were a couple more situations like that where you're like, nope, that's what we bid.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
and that's huge.
Yeah, so sometimes our crystal ball's broken. We don't know what we're going to unravel.
But again, to get nickeled and dimed after where we were financially, I mean, we had to take out a home equity loan. There was only so much money in the bank, and to add stress by saying, another $3,000. Like, no, it's not going to be $3,000 because it's not there. But the other thing that was nice is, again, we had roof, gutters, siding, paint, and stone, and you guys did roof, siding, gutters. What I'm trying to get at is that you were totally cool with it. Hey, whatever, we'll do as much or as little as you want. Just let us know, and we'll work with whoever. And I'm telling you, it was awesome because here come the stonemasons, and your guys are still here, and it was like you all knew each other and were working together, and it just happened, and everything fit.
What would be the final thoughts on this whole process? What would you guys say?
I wouldn't hesitate to do it again. I would just, yeah.
It made it. I guess if I was a homeowner that was in our shoes, where we have a house with good bones, but it's time. You know, the styles have changed, the building materials have changed. You're talking about an era where we had LP and we had the stuff that was literally turning into paper mache on the sides of people's homes, or vinyl siding like we had. there is a process out there where you can turn your house into a gym. I mean, I have people come out and think this is a new home.
Don't be afraid to ask questions.
Yeah.
And to, you know, in a process when you're looking for contractors, a lot of times it tends to be somewhat adversarial because you're trying to get the best deal or you're trying to get a bid and stuff. You know, we've done a lot of home repairs and things like that, and one of the things that I've learned is that you know more than you think you know. But I always try and get information too along the process, and I asked a lot of questions when I was doing this, and I learned a lot from the process.
If you talk to anybody, they have a horror story when it comes to contractors getting screwed somehow on workmanship or schedule or whatever, and this just, I mean, it went without a hitch.